Singapore at the World Ultimate and Guts Championship of Frisbee.
Yes.
It's Tracie and Samantha. Once again, welcome. Welcome to the studio. Yes. Okay, let's talk a little bit about these World Championships that's happening in London.
Yes.
So how big is the contingent that's going there representing Singapore?
We're sending 4 teams. A women's, men's mixed, and then a men's masters team.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that's do you know a total of how many players?
94.
94
Wow.
players. That's a huge team.
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
Team Singapore.
Okay, the thing is, this is happening in London, as we mentioned. Have you guys ever been?
I've been there as a tourist, but never to play Frisbee before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you at all worried about the temperatures?
Because it's cold,
It's
right?
gonna be super cold when they go.
It's happening in June, yes? So yeah, have you guys been preparing for the temperature?
Recently, we both got to compete in the AOUC Asian Oceanic Ultimate Championships in Hong Kong, where we were exposed to like similar temperatures.
Oh, okay. So you're all prepped and ready to go, lah. Really?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
More or less.
I'm like thinking, because I'm sure there's a difference though. Like you guys practice in Singapore all the time, and it's hot.
Yeah,
and
it's humid,
In
and
London,
it's hot.
Yeah, in London it's going to be different. So
I think we're more worried about the wind and
The
how
wind.
our throws will.
It's gonna affect the Frisbee.
Yeah.
obviously, okay. So what makes a good ultimate Frisbee player? Okay, from what I can see, my personal sort of observation, a lot of cardio because there's a lot of running around. Yes.
Yeah.
Fitness is definitely one thing.
Yeah, there you go. But I guess that goes for all sports. But for this one, because you're running up and down that field,
After a flying object.
Yeah.
Some more.
and it's a very fast-paced sport as well. So you're just basically burning a lot of energy back and forth. How long does the game usually go?
At Worlds in London, it's going to be 100 minutes.
Sorry, excuse me.
What was that
100
sound?
minutes of running back and forth. My knees just went awake.
And they have to run fast because, I believe I read up on this that the Frisbees can go like up to 80 or 90 miles per hour or something like that. Some crazy speed.
Yeah. You can. It can go up to that.
They're
speed.
going to look like the Flash running on the field. I think, right?
So yeah, to you, what makes a good sort of Frisbee player?
A good Frisbee player has to have the sporting foundation. That's
Okay.
one. And then you also need to have the intellect to be able to analyze the situations on the field and then be able to adapt accordingly to what the other team throws at you.
And I think good sportsmanship as well because, like they said, they don't really have a referee, so you got to be nice to one another.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
And you're in a sort of a teamwork situation as well, right?
Definitely.
Do you guys do block other players?
Don't
get
like
Like
the
in
way?
basketball,
Yeah, like in basketball, right?
that's actually a rule against that.
Oh, really? So you're not allowed to stand in front of another player?
That's not allowed.
No. Yeah.
So you can stand by their side, but not at the front.
If you're blocking another player's running path, they can call. It's called a pick. They can call a pick on you, and then they can catch up to the player that they were originally marking. If
Okay.
you block their way, yeah.
Right.
She just used several words I did not understand.
Obviously, it's a non-contact sport,
Yeah,
though.
Yeah.
Yes.
But go and Google, go on YouTube, Ultimate Frisbee. It's pretty amazing stuff. Okay, in just a little while, I want to talk about, first of all, how you guys got into the sport.
Right.
And also what you guys expect from the championships in London that's coming up very soon. We'll get to that in just a while.
Love life, love music.
Canada, I study in the University of Manitoba, and it turns out we have a bit of a connection here. Tracie also studied in the University of Manitoba.
Go Bisons.
Yeah! I was super unsporty. I was the typical
Right.
nerdy Asian
Computer,
kid.
yeah.
So yeah, I didn't really support the Bisons. I spent most of my time playing D&D, as in Dungeons and Dragons.
That I knew, yeah. But at least you got some connection. You guys were the same university.
Right.
So there's something there.
In the studio with us, they're representing Singapore at the World Ultimate and Guts Championships of Frisbee, Ultimate Frisbee, Tracie Tan and Samantha. Once again, welcome, guys.
Hi.
So you guys will be competing very soon, at sort of like the second last week of June.
The 18th to the 25th of June in London.
There you go.
Yeah.
How are preparations coming along? Tracie.
Well, we have been preparing for the last 6 months, and it's been tiring for sure.
Right.
But we are so super excited to
To go to London.
go to London.
Yeah, well, there's that. I mean, you guys have competed before. Is this the biggest competition that you guys have been in, though?
This is like almost Olympic level.
Right.
Actually, it is
It is Olympic level because
Yeah.
there are other countries that are competing as well.
Yes.
Like what, the US, Canada,
All over the world.
Yeah, right.
Japan, I think as
Japan,
well.
yeah.
Japan is very strong.
Who are the teams to look out for? Like, do you think?
Okay, so US is definitely top. Japan is up there with them.
They're a very competitive sport. Competitive people.
Absolutely.
I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, other than the two of them, there's Canada, and then you have the Europeans as well, and also one of somewhere near our region, the Philippines.
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. All right. Well, how did you guys get into it in the first place? Like,
Okay, for me, I started when I was in JC. It was my CCA of choice, yeah. And I played just inter JC kind of national schools level.
Right.
But I only really got into being competitive in it when I joined a local club called Shield.
Sure.
Yeah, very local.
Okay.
Yeah, and the ladies in Shield are actually the ones that I'll be representing Singapore with in the women's division coming June. Yeah.
but did you just watch it somewhere or you saw somebody play it and you're like, you know what? I think I want to take that up.
Some of my seniors played it, and then they asked me if I was interested in joining.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Funny how things start.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about how you picked it up in school. I mean, I'm sure you had friends who played other sports as well.
Yeah.
Perhaps more mainstream, quote unquote, sports. So what was it about Ultimate Frisbee that I was like, you know what? I'd rather play that.
I think it was just how firstly it's like a mixed sport, so it's quite different. And then at that point in time, the school that I was in, which was ACS Independent, they were quite near the top, so that was attractive for me.
If I'm going to join the team, it better be the top team.
Might as well. Swag.
I love how you throw that in there. Tracie, what about you? You've been playing for about 6 years already.
Yes. So,
What got you started?
so similar to Samantha, I also started in JC in Anglo-Chinese Junior College, and also was picked out by the coach then when I was in track and field. So obviously track and field has some qualities that might help in Ultimate Frisbee.
Like running around.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but what is it about Ultimate that really got me interested was the number one, the spirit of the game, how it's really about sportsmanship.
Right.
And also number two, it's the intensity of the sport.
Yes.
So how the commitment that you need to have in the sport and the level of fitness that you need to prepare your body for, that is,
The intensity.
yes, the intensity.
Okay.
She's saying that, and I'm like, because this upcoming Saturday, I'll be joining some of them to try out.
Exactly.
Try my hand at Ultimate Frisbee, and she was talking about the stamina. And okay,
Exactly.
how do you? Give me some advice right now. 37 this year. All right, I go boxing once in a while, so I can do a bit of running here and there.
Right.
But other than that, pretty much an old man. So how do I get myself ready for
Help
this Saturday?
him. Basically.
Maybe some cardio.
Cardio, okay, running, yeah.
Go run every night after this after shift.
What about like wrist technique for throwing?
Like a flick.
Yeah, flick or I don't know, overhand throw. I don't know. How do you throw the frisbee? Yeah.
It's all in the wrist, yeah.
So one of the techniques that was taught to me last time was that just pretend that there's someone in front of you.
Okay.
And you will be like slapping them.
Oh, that's easy. I work with someone I want to slap every day.
Thanks. I did. Oh, you. Ooh.
I'm not really kidding.
Basket.
Okay. Wait, so a backhand or
Okay, so the slapping one is like a forehand.
Right,
so
forehand.
in the action, right? And then the backhand is like a backward slap.
Right.
Okay. So
But
front
that's like
side.
a towel whip.
Towel whip. Okay. there
Primary
is-
school game.
Don't you dare practice on me.
No. But okay.
You're trying it now.
I'm trying
Okay.
it now.
All right.
I look really strange, I'm sure.
Yeah. So please go and practice in the privacy of our own home.
I will. Ladies, once again, thank you guys so much for coming down and sharing with us. All the best in your, adventures in London very soon.
Okay. I have one more question
Okay.
before we let them go. Do you guys have dogs?
Huh? That's random.
Because don't you practice with your dog? Wouldn't that be right? I'm just saying that was the first thing that popped to mind.
Is there a dog league?
They can't flick it. They don't have.
No, they can be with the
Oh,
receiver.
the receiver.
They
Okay.
can catch it. They would be great receivers as well.
True.
Weave in and weave out.
And
Dogs are
again, thank
fast.
you for coming.
Do you want to say, give a big shout out to your teammates, friends, and family right now? You're on national radio. Go ahead.
And shout out to London as well.
Oh, okay.
When
yeah.
they go.
I think maybe a big shout out to all the Ultimate Frisbee players in Singapore and the community that's there going to be supporting us from Singapore when we're in London. thank you for all your support, and we'll definitely do our best to do the country proud.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
Is there a Facebook page we can direct people to if they want to learn about, Ultimate Frisbee, especially here in Singapore?
Yeah, you can search Ultimate Players Association Singapore.
Ultimate Players Association Singapore. Okay, very cool.
Got it.
There you go. Once again, Tracie, Samantha, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All the best in London.
Love life, love music.
Power 98.